Hi, first graders. Today we're going to continue to work on readers doing something at the end of a book. I do have a share though. Can I tell you a little story? This morning when I woke up, my alarm actually didn't go off when it was supposed to. So I overslept. So I jumped out of that bed and I started to get ready for school as fast as I could. I rushed around the house. I was going crazy to get everything done extra speedy quick so I wouldn't be late. I made my coffee. I got dressed. I even brushed my teeth. I was doing pretty good. Well, luckily, I had one of my good friends just happened to be sleeping over, and she was there to give me reminders. We had a fun sleepover, and I was in such a rush, I forgot some of my habits because it happens. The things I usually do without any reminders. She said, "Don't forget to pack your lunch." Of course, I need my lunch. And don't forget to take your cell phone. I need my cell phone. And even don't forget to turn off the water in the sink. Thank goodness I had a friend there giving me reminders. So you even have friends that can give you reminders. We all certainly have very good habits, but we need reminders once in a while. We have been practicing some great habits in first grade. First, a lot of times when we get a new book, we have been taking a sneak peek at the beginning. And then we check our sneak peek. And the really good habit that we started practicing yesterday was doing something at the end. Not just saying I'm done with the book, but stopping to celebrate the book, stopping to really enjoy the book and do something, not just go on to the next book. So yesterday, you guys were phenomenal. When I was watching you do work on some of it, okay? So watch what I work on doing something, not just when I start reading a book, but also when I finish reading, okay? I'm going to pretend that I have finished reading the book, Ollie and the Stomper, yes, again, because good readers reread, and I reread it. So yesterday I practiced that rereading, either a favorite part or rereading the whole book, okay? But today I want to do something different. I want to try two other things. One thing I can do at the end of a book is think back over the parts. So I can kind of recap basically what happened in the story and think about the different parts in the story. Okay. A good way to think back over the parts is actually a retell to yourself. So I'm excited about that today because that's one thing we're going to do is we're going to work on doing something at the end of the book. And one of the things is retelling the book. So I have this today. This is really helpful, and you're going to get one in class if you're in class today, or you have one in your folder to take out for home. Okay, it's called a retelling hand. Okay, and if I don't have this poster to help me, I can also use my regular hand to do it. Okay, so I always like first, then, next, after that, and finally. Those words will help me tell the whole story back to somebody with pretty good details. Okay, so one of the things we're going to do today is I'm going to practice that with Ollie and the Stomper. So just listen real carefully as Miss Jackson retells that story. So, Ollie and the Stomper. First, I met the characters Ollie, Gossie, Gertie, and found out they are goslings. Okay, I also found out a little bit of details. Gossie wears bright red boots, and Gertie wears bright blue boots. And I also found out that Ollie wants boots right in the beginning, the first part of the story. Oh, now I'm ready to tell a little bit more about the story, more about the middle. So I'm going to use this word then. So then in the story, Gossie and Gertie, they tromp through the store. Ollie stomps after them. Gossie and Gertie romp in the rain and jump over puddles. And guess what? Ollie stomps after them. Next, I noticed in the story that Ollie keeps stomping after them, but Gertie and Gossie, they hide in the pumpkins. And all of a sudden, after that, I think Ollie had had enough because Ollie shouts, "I want boots." Then we get to the end of the story. Finally, when Ollie said that, Gussie and Gertie take off one boot each, one red and one blue, and they give them finally at the end to Ollie. So Ollie goes to the piggery, and all of a sudden Ollie realizes that the boots are too hot. So all the goslings finally, at the end of the story, they kick off the boots and they decide to go swimming. So right now, first graders, I just use this retell hand to remind me about the different parts of the story. To start with the word first. Then when I get to the middle of the story, I use the word then. Then I use the word next to talk about the middle of the story. And then I use the word after that. And then when I get to the end of the story, when I want to tell about the end, I can use the word finally. So this retelling hand is going to help me tell a really good retell about the story. It's going to help me do something at the end of my book. So today, your practice is you are going to do something at the end of the book. You are either going to, what you really need to do today is retell the book. Okay, did you see how I pushed myself to do something when I finished the book today? Today, I want you to focus on trying to push yourself to do something at the end of the book. You're going to use your retell hand to tell about a story you have read today. Friends working from home, you're going to record a video of you using your retell hand to tell a story back that you read. Friends at school, you're going to look to your teacher for directions about how they want you to do a retell at school today. Just want to let you know that this retell hand is really important to helping us. So you're going to keep your retell hand at home because you can use it throughout the year. And then when you're at school, your teacher will have retell hands at school for you to use too. But everybody is definitely going to want to use the retell hand to help them do something at the end of the book and practice a retell today. All right, have fun reading and retelling.